Hello and good evening. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In this Google Business Profile Optimization, one singular, that business owners like you miss all of the time. Instead, you will do optimizations that deliberately break the guidelines in order to eke out one or two more calls. Trust me, I get it. I'm Chris Palmer. You can check me out at chrispalmer.org. Also at the SEOmastermind.org. You can sign up if you wish. With this being said, I've done every optimization. I hate to admit it. I may have even broken all of the rules, right? To eke out just one more phone call. I get it. This optimization that I want to share with you has to do with the hours that you're open. And I'm sure you've noticed this yourself, business owner. There's business owners that are out there, they're not open 24 hours a day. You'll read online, oh, hey, having your business open, because I was talking to a client today and they said, hey, I changed my hours to 24 hours a day. And I said, well, are you open 24 hours a day? No, we're not. But the reason why we wanted to set this to be 24 hours was simply because that when I am closed, I am below my competitors that are subpar to me, and they're gaining customers. So in order to get a tactical advantage, this is not strategy, this is a tactic, they'll set their hours, breaking the guidelines, risking all of the years of hard work, simply just to get above other businesses. So this video is dedicated to you, business owner. This will give you a tip, an optimization that will allow you to stay within the guidelines while still having a strategy that will keep you above your competition. Let's not waste any time. Let's get directly into this. I'll show you that. And then after that, I want to clarify and go over a local link building tactic that I shared with you yesterday or the day before related to utilizing archived, expired, or auction domains in order to build yourself a relevant, small, niche-specific network in order to widen your local business footprint. But first, let me give you this tip, this strategy that will allow you to stay within the guidelines and still get those potential business, those customers that you may be potentially missing. I don't want to see that. I want you to win. Let's get into that. Let me go ahead and share that with you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'll show you one of my Google Business Profile listings. All right, this is one of my listings right here in Pennsylvania. I may not be in Pennsylvania, but right here in this potential location at one of my business locations, a satellite office per se. With that being said, I want you to feast your eyes here, okay? And I left this open simply for you, all right? So here, when you're looking for your business, you will want to come on to Google. I'm not sure what type of browser you're using, but I'm using Chrome, all right? Now, what you want to take a look at here is when you open up your business listing, you'll type in your business name, all right? And then you'll be presented with a profile that looks identical to this, all right? What you'll want to do is go ahead and click on Edit Profile. When you click on Edit Profile, you will be brought to a screen, a pop-up that's identical to this one here. Potentially, it might look slightly different, and of course, your category and name will be different. But I want you to take a look at the section that says Hours if you look at these tabs that are at the top, all right? So you see About, you see Contact, you see Location, and you see Hours. Now, let's get an edge. I already know that your competition is doing not as good as work as you, right? They shouldn't get those customers. You're doing your customers a disservice by not showing up higher, right? That's how I feel all the time. So here's what you do. Here's how you stay in the guidelines. The guidelines are very simple. They make a lot of amendments or addendums to the guidelines and rules because they change the rules as they wish, as they should. It's their playing field. They can do whatever they want. But this one here you'll really like. Now, when you click on your hours, make sure you put the proper hours in. Here's the strategy. You have to put your main hours here, all right? On the citation platforms, on the directory platforms, even within aggregators, you always have the ability to add what is called special hours. Some might call it something different, but what you're looking for is you're looking for your special hours. In Google's case, what they call it is online service hours. What you'll want to do is go ahead and click on your online service hours. We can go ahead within the guidelines and go ahead and open up every single one of these, Monday through Sunday. All right. And what you'll want to go ahead and do is you will want to set these to 24 hours. Okay. Now, again, this is your online hours. You can go ahead and set these to 24 hours. Okay. And of course, just like with anything, there's always rules. And we always want to stay within the guidelines, especially when we're talking about our business and our livelihoods. We do not want to break the rules, especially when we're showing our hand. The optimizations that you make to your profile, you're showing your hand to everybody. And remember, one mistake, your competition, there's guys like me looking for reasons to get you out of there so our clients can move up. Sorry, but that's what it is. On top of that, Google has tons of businesses. They want to move you out of position and get businesses that follow the rules and get a lot of reviews in position. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And on top of that, goodness forbid if you make a mistake. So I'm fighting competition. I'm fighting against Google and I'm fighting myself. Any wrong move could cost you your business. And I don't want to see that happen. Any little bit could put us on the back burner, right? Any little setback could be a soft suspend. We don't want that. Again, we're going to go to hours. We're going to go to our online hours. We're going to set 24 hours a day. This way, we get the advantage when others are closed. And we can, of course, set this up on our sites. And after I save this, here are the rules and the guidelines. And you can feel free to go ahead and look for yourself. Now, as long as you have the ability, whether this is an online form, okay, or a live chat with an agent, online form or agent, a way that can communicate or help a client 24/7, you're allowed to set your online hours to 24 hours a day. This way, all of the other competitors that are going against the guidelines, setting 24 hours when it's clear as day, they're not open 24 hours. All their citations don't say 24 hours. The directories don't say it. The aggregators don't say it. You get the point here. Now we can get the advantage while staying in the guidelines. My gift to you. Let's move on to the next topic here. So you get this, all right? You can go ahead and save it, all right? That's tip number 1 for today, all right? This is your online hours. And then here, can I set my online hours in Google Business Profile to 24/7 as long as I have a email form or a AI attendant online 24/7 question mark. According to Google's policies, you can only set your Google Business Profile to 24/7 if you actually have employee physically stationed and actively interacting with customers during those hours. If your automated AI assistant or email form simply takes messages, these are the rules, not mine, just simply, then you are breaking the guidelines. If there's interaction, you're within the guidelines. You with me? Send an email if there's a response, not just taking in information from email, but there's an actual response within guidelines. If there's an AI agent that makes a response within the guidelines. All right? You're welcome. Hopefully that helps you out and hopefully you can catch a few more customers. Now let's clarify this. Not an issue, but let's clarify this local link building that we talked about the other day here. All right? Now, let me see something here. Okay. Never mind that. All right. Can you see my screen? No? All right. Let me clarify this. I'm going to draw it out. We're making a mini training for the few mastermind members that we have currently. If you're interested in masterminds moving forward, go to seomastermind.org. Please sign up. I'd love to have the engagement other than here on YouTube. But when I open the door to a more public group, I'd love to have you. I'm choosing 20 people. We're close, probably by next week or so. But I've been getting like 1 or 2 really good qualified members. But anyway, here, let me talk about this. So we talked about a small mini net. All right. You can use there's more than one way to win. All right. My goal is always to have a high value, low cost. I want the best outcome as fast as I can for as cheap as possible. That's me. You might be different. If you are, there's lots of other companies that will charge you an astronomical amount that will still leave you wondering why. In any case, let's go ahead and come over here. Here's what we're doing here. Okay, so here's what I talked about, and this is where I think I confused just a few people, and my apologies, all right? I'm always looking for a better way to explain these things. So you have your core website, correct? Of course you do. This is going to be your homepage. Now, off of your homepage, of course, we do just a few things. Now, I'm going to use the example of AC Repair, okay? This is a local business that operates in, say, Fort Lauderdale, okay? We do AC repair and we do AC replace, okay? So repairs, replacements, you know what? Why not? And we do installs, okay? Replace, repair, install. Wonderful. Homepage is all about the brand. Remember, the name of the game in 2026 and beyond is these services and these locations are synonymous with our brand. Just like when someone says Coca-Cola, we think what? Soda. Cola. Soda, cola, high quality beverage found everywhere. You know what you're going to get. You know what the price about should be. It's synonymous with the product that I'm buying. It's the same for your company, right? And the digital footprint starts here, all right? Very important. Don't get caught up. Everyone wants to sell something new and shiny, always. But don't let your digital business card go to the wayside while you're chasing AI bots. I'm just saying. Meanwhile, people are getting new customers, getting new emails, doing chats, doing SMS campaigns, doing meta ads while you're spinning your wheels. All right? You have to have this footprint first in order to have any type of anything online. I have to say it first. I am this company operating in Fort Lauderdale offering these services. Okay? When you go and you look online and you look up who's the best, where do they operate, what services do they provide, who works there, what companies, what do their trucks look like, you get the picture here. It all starts here. I have to say it here first. All right? Now, back to the point. It all works together, okay? With this said, the strategy is very simple. Now, I'm not saying that this is the only way to win. And on top of that, it's not the only link building or footprint building or co-citation building that needs to be done. It's not by a long shot. But this is a very low-cost, high-effective, low-cost, high-value way of being able to get that footprint moving. But here's what I want you to do. When you are acquiring other assets that are category specific, okay? I buy a auction or expired or archived domain. I set it up on a host, okay? Or a dedicated server that's partitioned. Or I set it up on registration and I put it under a CDN, under a dynamic IP. Either way, I have a category specific with 200 to 500 referring domains that are in the right category that is sitting on a server. With me so far? Wonderful. Once that is set up, I create and reset up the pages that have the majority of the referring domains that are category specific. Generally, it's the home page and another page. Sometimes you get lucky and there's multiple pages. After that, what I want to do is I want to then utilize a tool. It doesn't have to be this one. It could be any tool that you prefer. SEMrush or Ahrefs works phenomenally well. I'm not sponsoring them. You can use any tool you want. Any tool. What we need to do then is get the backlink profile of this site after it's been set up on a server. you get the backlink profile, all right? Not referring domain count. I understand it has these domains, but which backlinks does it have? Now, just because it has 500, all right, stay with me here. Just because this domain has 500 referring domains, it also has 10,000 backlinks, okay? Now, what we want to do utilizing one of those two tools or multiple tools is get the backlink profile, okay, of these 10,000. When I'm looking at this backlink profile of 10,000, my goal is to find one page on each of the referring domains that is what has the least amount of outbound links on it. Now I have my 10,000 backlinks, 500 referring domains. This ends up being simply 500 pages with the lowest amount of outbound links. These are the backlinks, referring domains that hold the backlink. I am then going to take this list, okay, and I'm going to submit, if you want, to your favorite indexer, okay? Indexer is kind of a lie. It's a bad way to represent what it's truly doing, which is saying, hey, bot, come over here and retake a look at these links, right? Because I have a domain that's set up with 500 referring domains. I get the best backlinks from the best pages with the lowest amount of outbound links that are the most relevant to my niche and service. I run them through an indexer or an indexation service that you've set up yourself utilizing the indexing API, maybe some RSS feeds. I don't know, however you want. And what we're going to do is we're going to call the bot to this list. Why? Because links that are top of mind have more value. That's the only reason that I want to buy a link from a more authoritative site is because it's going to get, or the only reason I want to buy a link from a site that's going to get crawled more is because that link's power will last longer. If I buy a DR50, okay, that is getting 2,000 hits a month, but this is only getting crawled once every 3 weeks, it's a diminishing value. Big difference than if I get a Forbes link and it's getting crawled every week. You with me? So we want to call the bot, make sure that this list of backlinks is re-indexed and seen by Google, right? To the best of our abilities using third-party tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush. We could see the last crawl date, right? Potentially using third-party data. It's the best that we have. And then, right? And now, bear with me. Can only draw so fast. All right. Now we have our main asset. Okay. This main asset, remember, we do AC repair. We do AC replace. Okay. The homepage is synonymous with the services and the locations that we provide service in. And this is AC install. Okay. When we purchase our 5, 10, 20 domains, they've already been re-indexed, recategorized. They're already hosted. The best links on the best pages have been recrawled and re-indexed. Now what I can do is I have full control over this site with 500 referring domains. I could set up a site-wide header link. On this page, I have the internal page that I can send a link out on. On this website, I have a homepage link. On this website, I have 3 pages that I could send a link on. But now I have the ability to send this site-wide here. I have the ability to send this page here. I have the ability to send this link here. I have the ability to send this here. Are you with me? I have category-specific, high-referring domain, ultra hyper-specific to my brand, my business, my service. I can create pages on these sites about whoever I want. I can say whatever I want. And when I have hyper relevant, category specific sites all repeating the same thing, it's gospel. Okay? Lastly, last thing that people missed. Here is the last piece that I want to give you. Okay? This is where everybody gets messed up. Okay? When I buy a site, okay, let's just keep it on one. You understand I'm going to buy 1, 10, 20 of them. I can set them up on one server and hide them in a CDN. Okay? Where people mess up is this. When I buy this site, I download the backlink list. I send it through an indexer. I now have high quality links that are category pointing over to my website, right? Where people get messed up is I am not going to then go out and pay $50 or even $10. F it. I'm not even going to pay $5 for one guest post to keep this authority up or keep this power up. That's insane. No. I am always now on the hunt for other category specific 100 plus RD domains that I can then build to the internal pages of this site. So every 90 days, I can build another 100 for $12. Another 100, I can 301 this year. All right? That's the cycle. And then when I buy this site, I download the backlink profile. I run it through an indexer. I 301 this to the internal pages. It's a never-ending cycle. This way I could keep costs low. I could stay highly relevant, keep costs low, and keep being crawled. And then on top of that, I always have fresh domains to reiterate what? Who I am, what I do, and where I'm at. All right? So I gave the Google Business Profile tip. I wanted to recover that strategy. You're always buying more domains to 301 in. You download the backlink profile. You run it through an indexer. You 301 it. If it's really good, then we set it up. We buy another domain. Download the backlink profile. 301 it. Every 90 days, like clockwork. Instead of buying, and then that way there's no thinking involved. I don't have to worry. I can buy sites that have 50, 100, 500, 1,000 referring domains. 301 to an internal page. Something happens, I shut them down. I have full control all the way through. But that does not take the place of technical or traditional SEO, citation building, PR building, HARO building, anything else. It's just some hyper-specific, category-specific sites that I control that I can opinion sculpt about my competition and about myself. Perfect. Let's move forward. All right. I know it says Google Business Profile. I covered that first. I lost people, but I figured that's why I did that second. Okay. You have any questions? If not, we're out of here. All right. Yo, good stuff. Great. Thank you very much, Tam. Good to see ya. Racho. Hey, well, hello to you, sir. Regarding structure of the website, let's say if we made a mistake for targeting main keyword for the homepage, is it good to create supporting content for the homepage without having slug/blog? Okay. On your homepage, okay, it should be brand. And what you're asking here, well, you're not putting a keyword on the homepage. See, that's the keyword for the homepage is your brand. Whether that's a self-brand or whether it's a logo or a person. Okay? That's what it is. You're either a logo or you're a person. So when you have your homepage, remember, this stays branded. The goal here is this is a hub page in order to showcase to the world, really. Okay, here's the services I provide. Okay, here's the resources I provide. All right, here's my team. Here's my privacy. Here's my terms, right? So on and so forth. Here's my testimonials. All right, here's my videos. Here's my social media. Okay, you with me? All right. So there is no mistakes. Homepage stays branded unless you're a single service, singular, one only, and one location. That's a great strategy. That strategy works phenomenal. There's more than one way to win out here. Like if you're a guy or a gal and a business owner and you have one service that you do, let's say you put up fences. I put up fences. And it doesn't matter the material, doesn't matter the size. A fence is a fence. And let's just say that you put up fences in, I don't know, Benton, Ohio. Great. If that's the only thing you do is service Benton, Ohio, okay? And you have a website and your homepage is fences in Benton, Ohio, and then your GBP is, yep, we only do one thing. We do fences in Benton, Ohio. Your Bing profile, same thing. Fences in Ohio. Your social fortress, fences in Ohio. The resources that you have, your videos, your content, your written, your PDFs, the testimonials, past jobs, are all jobs, reviews, testimonials of fences in Benton, Ohio. That's fine. These work. Then the name of the game is, okay, how many locations can I scale? That has worked since 1998, right? People have been putting up those one-page websites since the first time I laid my eyes on a website, right? Okay, I could probably remember from 2002, okay? Like people saying, oh, hey, I'm Chris and I fix computers. That's been working forever. I have a funny feeling it will continue to work forever, at least local. All right, at least the next 5 years. All right, so that clarifies that, I think. Next. Thank you for your question, sir, by the way. All right, if a SERP is very low competition and it is rewarding websites which have separate service page, which just lists the service they provide, should you do it or follow your process? If you are starting fresh, okay, brand new, then I would set up myself for success. Homepage is brand. And then I would build service location pages. Service location. So that way it's website.com/service location. And everything is supporting the brand. See, website is the brand. / I offer this service in this location. Then everything else supports the brand, whether it's resource, okay, or your blog, whether it's my testimonials, whether it's my privacy policy, whether it's meet the team. Everything supports the brand if it's single service, single location, okay? Rach Bartra, okay? And just because you see an old site, I want to make this point for you. Just because I see a guy that's been doing it wrong for 10 years and now he's being rewarded, he's not being rewarded because he is doing his SEO wrong. He's being rewarded because he's been consistent. Consistency over time is authority. And that works and that wins. But you can't buy that. What you can do is you can hurry up the clock by following a tried and true process and procedure, right? Like this strategy works. So that's up to you. Don't follow the run. Homepage is brand / service location. Everything supports that. If you're multi-location, well, then the only thing different when you're multi-location is you build yourself a top-level page, website.com / service. You create a service page, top-level service, that says, hey, I offer this service in these locations. And then it's website.com / when I'm on this page right here, if the bot or a human being lands on it, it then takes me to my location service page. Okay? Okay. Very simple. Or you can front load the location. That works too. There's more than one way to win. But structure matters, right? Like you don't have to do service. You could also do website.com / state if you're doing states. I could put my state here, and then on this page I could say, okay, in this state, here's my services. Service 1, Service 2, Service 3, Service 4. Then from here, I can go to my service location pages. It's not farther in the structure. It's still going to support website. But don't confuse yourself. It sounds like you just have one location or one area that you service. Just keep the site flat and use good internal linking. All right. And always make sure you double check Google to see, hey, does Google think AC install and AC repair, AC company, AC contractor? You get the point here. Plus the location that I service, does Google show me the same results in a different sort order? If so, I only need one page. Do not create multiple pages that Google thinks it's the same thing, because then you're just competing with yourself. Next thing you know, you're calling the SEO guy like, hey, I'm not ranking. Yeah, because Google doesn't know what the flip you're doing. Okay? All right. Moving forward. All right. What do you, if there's a low comp niche, website's ranking on normal SERP, but the exact location, it's in 2 or 3 pages. It's been 2 months. Start. Also set. What do you do? Okay. Low comp niche, website's ranking in organic. The exact, but in exact location, it's in 2 to 3 page. It's been 2 months. Start. Okay. So you're telling me that you created a website and you have another page that you optimized for geo plus service, right? So you're ranking for geo plus service, but when I take away the geo modifier and I just search for the service from that actual location on page 3, that's because the second variation, searching from the location without the geo modifier, is the higher intent. That's going to be the true authority. The goal is to win both. The only thing you can do is better optimize the page. And you're also, it sounds to me like you're missing other signals. Links, authority, age. There could be numerous things I'd have to see, but it sounds to me it's just time. You're only 2 months in. All right. Just keep doing what you're doing. Have patience, right? If you're winning the geo modified, great. That means you're on your way. The only thing you're probably missing is age. And I would look at your backlinks, look at your social fortress, take a look around. Like, do I have other assets that say that I provide this service in these locations? Do I have the paid directories or citations? Do I have the directories? Am I listed on the aggregators? Like, what do the guys that have been doing it 5 years have that I don't have other than age? Then you go and purchase those things, and then you need to wait your time. That's it. There's no secret. And don't get impatient and start changing your pages all around. Leave your page because you're on the right path. If you're winning the geo modified, great. Now, if I need to win the non-geo modified version, searching from location for the same keyword, that means I'm missing other signals. Find your deficit and have patience, and don't change the on page. Keep that how it is. Have patience and find the other deficits. That's your answer. All right. Thank you for that question, by the way. All right, next one here. All right, Chris, I want to get some services from you, but not links working. Not links working. Okay, very simple. All right. Here, let's do it together so I can ensure that our links are working together. All right. What I would highly suggest that you do is head on over to chrispalmer.org. Okay. When you head on over to chrispalmer.org, service portal or consultation. Great. It's only 2 things that I do. I offer service and I offer consulting. Those aren't exactly what you need. I understand. We have other options. Click the link that's right below and see this button that says all service. If you know precisely what you want and maybe you want to order more than one thing, click on all services. When you click on all services, this is a menu. Do you need schema markup? Do you need link building? Do you need a press release? Do you need Google reviews? Do you need data aggregation submission, guest posts, homepage links? Do you want citations, directories? If you need more than one thing, the all service list is for you. Perhaps you only need one thing. Well, lucky for us, I'd build a menu. You can have citations, directories, press releases, traffic, Google business traffic, Google business optimization, full service management, content writing, Google reviews, monthly reviews, consulting, links, comment links, backlinks, web links. If you need SEO, it's all right here and all the links work. But thank you for making me double check though. I appreciate your time and your consideration. Thank you, sir. Stupid guy hitting my Tesla. I love that name, by the way. Good for you, man. Stop gatekeeping local SEO, Palmer. We can feel it. I don't gatekeep. I would never gatekeep. All right. It's not about geomodifier. It's about location of the searcher. When I set up SEMrush, it's not in the page one. It's in the exact city of my business. Okay. It's not the geomodifier. It's about location of the searcher. That's right. Yeah, there's geomodified term, and then there's searching from the location for the actual keyword. Right. There's only two ways to search. It's either geomodified or non-geomodified. So am I actually relevant for the people that are, let's say you're in Boston. I am Boston SEO. You're winning Boston SEO, but you're not winning SEO searching from Boston. I understand. I get it. You want both of them. No, SEMrush and these other tools, they're not in your specific location. All right. I don't know which version you have. I don't know if you have the local, whatever toolkit they have out now. No clue. But I get it. You want both. I understand. Backlink inserts aren't working. Okay. That means we're not offering them. Right? Makes sense. All right. Instant GMB verification. Share it, Palmer. Nope. Not for sale. Is that all for today? That's not for sale. All right. Especially not here. I still love you guys. Nice try, Wilson 006. GMB instant verification. Show it, Palmer. No thanks. But I love you anyway. Okay. What's your question? Roch hit Batra. What exactly is the question? Let's go back up here. Let's make sure that you have what you need so we know. Yeah, you're 2 months in. You're 2 months in and you're winning organically, but you're not a complete winner yet. Patience and time. Find the deficits that your competition has. What do they have that you don't? Do you have the right listings? Do you have the BBB? Do you have any PR? Do you have any footprint at all? Do you have any social profiles? Are you getting any traffic? Is there anybody looking for your brand? Are they running local ads and you're not? Do you even have LSA ads? Are you Google guaranteed? Or have you even been in business? Are you even an LLC? There's endless reasons or endless deficits. Without it exactly in front of me, it would be tough for me to pinpoint them. All right. But find those deficits, be patient, and don't change the work that you have, because if you're getting some type of organic rankings, you're obviously on the right track. Don't go changing everything. But find the deficits that the winners have that you don't. All right. All right. And I hope that helps you. Come on, man. All right. Actually, I'm ranking for service plus location when I search from other location. When I search. Exactly. That's correct. Roch hit Batra. You're winning geo-modified terms, right? You're winning Boston SEO, right? We'll just say searching from anywhere I want. Is this coming in properly? It is, right? You're winning this everywhere. But if I'm sitting in Boston, right? If this is me sitting in Boston, just searching for an SEO, you're nowhere to be found, right? Exactly. This is the one that you want, right? This takes time and way more money. That's why when you go and you with whomever, you work with some agency or something, the first thing they're going to go for is, all right, keyword plus geomodifier. hey, we're catching those small wins. Why? Because it takes time to win this, right? And there's a lot more work. The deficits are endless, but I don't know how long, like, I just rattled off probably 50 of them, at least 30 of them. Okay. I think that we're on, right? I Copify? I don't know. I mean, you can find links anywhere. iCopify has been around for a little while. I think you should try all kinds of vendors. Try them all. Yeah. I mean, dude, if they have category specific, right? If they have placements that last a year or longer, they'll always say forever, but really it's the life of the domain. If they have real traffic, take a look at the traffic. Is it just brand traffic? Right? There's, it's up to you to decide. Try lots of vendors. I've never personally used iCopify, but have at it, dude. Don't, I never use them. I have no idea, dude. I don't know. But I don't want to disparage another company. Hey, dude, get it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know them, so I couldn't tell you. All right. We do have link inserts, though, by the way. If I remember, were you the guy asking about the inserts? We do have inserts, but I'm not selling one or two. I'll sell you 100 of them. I'll sell you 50 of them, But that's not why I'm here. I'm here for education. Any other questions? All right. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Many blessings. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Black Hat World. Black Hat World. I've sold links on Black Hat World for many, many years. Since 2006, I've been selling over there. If you bought from Black Hat World, you probably bought from me at some point. That's, it just didn't say Chris Palmer. But I love you. There's good and bad no matter where you go. That's like saying people per hour, there's all junk links. That's like saying that on Fiverr, everybody stinks. That's like saying everyone in Black Hat World is horrible. That's like saying everybody on YouTube actually knows what they're talking about, right? Like, it's just not true. And I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.